So I have created activity pages. And the activity pages are multiple. There's multiple things. For starters, there's some coloring pages. I got into adult coloring pages about a year ago, and I went into the neuroscience of it. I was like, why, when I color a page when I was a kid, do I feel calm? And sure enough, coloring is one of those, and just, they're free flow, but you'll see that I've got motivational affirmations on these coloring pages. But it's one of those ways that we move out of our amygdala and into our prefrontal cortex. It calms the thinking mind. Now, the amygdala is the part of the brain that's always trying to keep you safe. And when you are in longer fasts, especially, that amygdala may be screaming at you. It may be like, why are you doing this? The amygdala really it can squawk at you. And so if that's you, and you find in a fasted state, you don't like the mindset that you develop, try coloring. It's really calming, and it puts you in that prefrontal cortex. And the prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain that shows you hope and possibility. And it soothes you. So I'm hoping you'll use the coloring pages. There's one, two, three, four different coloring pages in here with affirmations, and my designer designed them. And so I hope you enjoy it, and that helps you there. Okay, but I didn't stop there. Then I go into some real key parts of these activity pages. One is a page I call I Matter. And you'll see that I really am hoping, especially those of you when you go into these longer fasts, that you really get clear on why you matter. Because if you don't put yourself as a priority, if you don't have a sense of your worthiness, when you go into these fasted states, you might start second guessing yourself. So I want you to hear your inner voice. I want you to commit to your worthiness. And so the I Matter page is about putting down short little statements that will help you understand why you matter. And you might put on there like, I matter because I'm a kind human. I think that's one of the greatest reasons to matter. And I bring kindness to every conversation that I have. You might put, I matter because I'm in charge of 3 little humans that I need to make sure I stay healthy for. I matter because my thoughts are important to the world. There's a lot of different reasons you matter, but I really want you to emphasize that. Then on the next page, I have something called my circle of support. This one's really important. And this I learned from a patient of mine who was going through a cancer diagnosis and was really trying to assess who in her life she wanted to keep close and who was a negative influence that was affecting her healing that she wanted to keep far away. So I gave it different levels, level 1 through level 4. And in the circle of support, you can color it too. But I also want you to put in there in level 1, who's in your front row? Who's cheering you on? I did a whole podcast interview with my friend, Dr. Karen Gordon, about the middle chair people that cheer you on and want to see that you're well. That would all go in the level 1. People that are like, they bring you joy, but sometimes you don't completely feel like they have your back. They would be level 2. And then level 3 and level 4 would be people that you intentionally need to be around less, that they derail you from your health habits, and they can make you feel bad about yourself. So I explain how to use each one of these. And I even put level 1 is front row cheerleaders. Level 2 is the inspirers, the mentors. Level 3 is friends with boundaries. And level 4 are the naysayers. And it's just a reminder and you might do that one in pencil because those people move around and they change, but it's a good opportunity to look at that. Okay, then the next thing I put is a whole beautiful page on what you're grateful for. And it's in a picture of a sunflower. And I love it because sunflowers are my favorite. And so you get to write down all the things you're grateful for. I personally spend 20 minutes every morning listening to music and going through just an analysis of everything I'm grateful for in my life. I think this is a great prompt to do in the morning. After you've done your tracking sheet, go to I'm grateful. You might put a couple of things every morning in there, and it can change over time. Okay, then the next page is health goal page, which is how do you set health goals and create a strategy around achieving those health goals? So I put in here everything from the top health goals you have, people who are going to support you in achieving those health goals, daily actions you're going to take, rewards you're going to give yourself, information you need to help you hit those health goals, how you're going to feel when you hit the health goal, and in supportive environments you're going to put yourself in. So if you're trying to lose weight or you have a big health goal, put it right in the center of this activity page. And then over time, fill in the other pieces, because the other pieces are important. If you go in there and you're like, well, I don't know the daily actions. Okay, well, you need to work on what your daily actions on. Or if you're like, reward myself after I hit a goal, if that's not a strategy you need to reward yourself when you hit a goal. Or people who support me, I hadn't really, we tend to be like, I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, well, who's going to support you in helping you achieve that goal? We all need human connection. So I mapped out all the little things you might not think about when it comes to achieving a health goal. And again, you can color these. They're beautiful. And then I didn't stop there. Again, the activity pages are my favorite. I put a whole thing on kind things I hope you say to yourself when you look in the mirror. I put a whole activity page on what makes you beautiful. And this is why this page, I really wanted you to get people out of thinking that beauty has to be a number that you see on the scale, or it has to be a certain pant size that you are. There are so many different ways we are beautiful, and I really wanted to highlight that. And then the last part of the activity page I put in there is like, what do I love about my body? We're so conditioned to think what we hate about our body. I want you to start thinking about what you love about your body. And so there are prompts there and coloring pages that you can lean into. And then we have some charts like, well, how do you break a fast? How do you break a longer fast? How do you break a shorter fast? And then I have a bunch of bonus gifts for you. So hopefully you can see I'm really proud of this journal. It's like if I could, sit next to you and help you take the principles I taught in Fast Like a Girl and customize it to you, this is what I have done. This is the closest thing I can get to sitting right next to you.